NBA usually finds fame in what its players do, but that is not the case always. There are times when the NBA gets popular for the embarrassing moments in the game. In today's video, we will be covering the most embarrassing moments in the history of the NBA, from the shortest NBA careers to the biggest losing margins and more. It's hard to fathom some of these events occurring, but they're all true in their nature. So, let's get into the video. Throwback to the time when Joe Fulks was shooting his shot 70-odd years before that was even a phrase. On his record-breaking night, Joe missed 42 of his 55 field goal attempts. Fulks' Philadelphia Warriors were crushing the Providence Steamrollers. Well, if we consider this all looks well before the days of load management, the two-time All-Star raised concerns to the wind and just continued launching shots. One thing to be noted, shooting stats of this nature wasn't quite uncommon in those days. It shouldn't be overlooked that Joe also had nights where he shot 4 for 31, 6 for 38, 5 for 31, 7 for 36, 7 for 40, and 8 for 46. The matriarch of the LeBron James family crew hasn't exactly helped LeBron bring back the fans he lost by leaving for Miami. It's crystal clear that LeBron's mother Gloria has put herself in the headlines for all the wrong reasons numerous times to date. There were rumors that she was also sexually involved with guard Delonte West. A weird incident that just happened recently is that she was captured assaulting a valet worker on camera in Miami. Missing 16 three-pointers in a game? Seems like James Harden's brain appears to be missing, for which reason he missed a record 16 threes in a game on 6 occasions. After missing a boatload of shots, many players become hesitant to shoot. A truly egregious 1 for 17 three-point shooting performance in a loss to Orlando, although Harden showed a classic performance with 38 points, 12 assists, and 9 rebounds on that occasion. While playing for the Portland Trail Blazers back in 2005, the only other player to miss that many triples in a game is Damon Stoudemire. With such blunders, the entire team only managed to attempt about 16 threes per game on average. Chris Dudley had an embarrassing moment back in 1989-90 when he made a record for the most consecutive free throws missed in a game. Free throw shooter ever in terms of percentage. The NBA witnessed the worst field goal percentage in the game of 1998-1999 with the lowest score of 23.4%. It still was a better performance considering the actual lowest scoring game of all time when the Fort Wayne Pistons beat the Minneapolis Lakers 19-18 in 1950. But that happened quite a long time ago. John Mankin is the face behind the worst field goal percentage of all time to satisfy Basketball Reference's minimum criteria. John managed to hit just 27.2% of his 3,557 field goal attempts in a career which spanned from 1946 to 1943. However, if we consider the recent games, Marcus Smart has replaced John Mankin by scoring a 37.4% worst field goal shooter. Not only that, Marcus is the only current player to rank among the 100 worst field goal shooters of all time, with a strike rate of 37.4%. The NBA history scored the worst career three-point percentage when Charles Barkley shot at 26.6% from behind the arc across his career. Barkley says whatever he wants without thinking twice, and back in his playing days, it appears as if he went for a similar approach to shooting. The history books also wrote Barkley as the worst three-point shooter ever, and the only player to ever shoot more than 2,000 threes at a sub-30% rate. The 2011-2012 Orlando Magic left fans shocked as Orlando managed to finish the night with a record-low 16 field goals from 65 attempts on their way to a hideous 87-56 loss. All we can see is that the Magic completely forgot to play basketball at that particular night. Anyone who sees these clips of the flop match won't believe the Magic was among a great playoff team at that time. Cleveland's record-setting, the biggest losing margin, 148-80 demolition of Miami, is what lies behind not having a single Cavalier score more than 18 points. 8 Cavs players managed to score in double digits. All 12 of them checked into the game, and none of them played less than 10 minutes. This is probably the most evenly spread box score you might have ever seen. A courtesy of the Golden State Warriors, the biggest halftime deficit and a savage beatdown where 2/3 of their Run TMC trio and Tim Hardaway and Chris Mullin. The 1991-92 NBA games were the times where the other member of the Big Three, Mitch Richmond, had left Golden State for Sacramento. The victims of this brutal ass-kicking, although he didn't play that night. Surprisingly, the Warriors never took their foot off the gas and went on to win 153-91. Those who are NBA fans by heart must be familiar with James On Curry, whose NBA career started and ended with a 10-day contract with the Clippers in 2009-10. In that time, Curry played a grand total of 4 seconds after being subbed in during the dying seconds of a loss to Boston on January 25, 2010. To no surprise, Curry didn't register a single statistic during his fleeting time in the sun. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button and smash the bell icon for more NBA news.